there's kind of a different vibe in the newsroom now. I think people are ready for progress and change, and that's really encouraging.
It needs to be interactive, it needs to integrate social, it needs to have the different tools like, custom maps and timelines and different stuff that we learned in J230 or other journalism classes.
Going onto our own network, being able to have our own online ads, which is huge and will be really good revenue for us.
Writers will have an ability to contribute more to the process of writing and editing rather than just submitting their articles and not really seeing the editing process, and they can help contribute to the website directly.
It's like if you cover up all of the non-Lehigh, non-brown and white stuff on the page, you'll have very little brown and white content on the page.
Part of my role here was to kind of gain control of our brand again.
Because you type in thebrownandwhite.com, and then it's hosted by Lehigh Valley Live.
Through Lehigh Valley Live and
Lehigh Valley Live.
Through Lehigh Valley Live.
Previously, they've sort of given us a place to host our website.
Has us kind of buried in their own website, so the brown and white doesn't have a prominent place. And we want that prominent place. We want to control our brand and control our own image, and so creating a new website will help us to do that.
Well, I think it'll help all of the editors and all the writers stay involved at all times, so the better the performance of the website is, I think the better that we will all be able to stay on top of getting the articles going and being an online first organization versus doing the print edition and then pulling those articles to do online.
But I think right now we're kind of stuck in this limbo land where we really want a 24-hour news cycle, but we're not quite there yet.
I'd say right now the Brown and White really needs to improve on kind of their 24-hour news cycle.
I could recognize right away that it was shovelware, which basically means anything that shows up in print is just all put up online on the same night or the next night. We're moving to a point where we are educating the students, not just about the news process, but now also kind of how it works when it comes to the 24/7 newsroom. That's a big change, and so we'll really kind of have to change the mentality as a group and collective. It's going to be a team project, but hopefully we can kind of start to fit in the pieces that will make that function well. So the process I kind of went through was, I knew we wanted to move to WordPress. WordPress is a content management system. It's very smooth, very user-friendly, and also friendly to having multiple users. And we're going to have a lot. There's up to 100 people working on staff at one time. I went through and compared Lehigh's enrollment to other universities our size. Installed a really handy plugin for Chrome. It's actually called Chrome Sniffer. And so when you visit websites, you can tell immediately what CMS they're using or what's their design being run off of. And so I visited student newspapers of other universities our size, found those that were using WordPress, picked the ones that looked like they were pretty well assembled, and reached out to those editors and those web maintainers. I talked to 5 different university newspapers and got a feel for what worked, what didn't, and started to kind of put things in place for the brown and white. That means finding different plugins that will allow us to manage the content in a seamless and effective way. I found one plugin that was just excellent. It's a plugin called Veto. I don't mind plugging them because I think it really is innovative in that it allows you to add different categories. WordPress uses categories, drafts, in progress, and published. They're very simple. Editflow expands on that, so now we can have both an assigning mechanism to where our editors can physically write up an assignment to the reporter in the post itself, save that post under that author's name, send them the assignment. It will automatically send them an email to let them know that there's an assignment in their inbox. They'll go to that post, they can read up what they need to do, and then when they're done writing the story, they can put it into a file that right now I just have named pending first, which is the pending the first read. And so we still have built in the operation of getting multiple reads on it. Also with the notification to those particular editors, you can specify who gets the notifications when. And that I think will solve a lot of the process of story sitting in an email or sitting in Dropbox waiting to be edited, maybe it just gets lost in the shuffle. One thing to note that will be different is our website is going to be very visual heavy. Every story is going to need a photo now. That's just kind of the nature of the web in general. So we'll have, to think creatively about how we want to illustrate stories a little bit, but ultimately it's going to create a better user experience. I legitimately love coming to work every day, and I think that is not something a lot of people can say. Lehigh has been such a welcoming environment, but also an environment that really is always in tune to where is the industry right now, how can we get our students there too.